Hello, brothers. Welcome back to From Edge to Empire, the space where we face real struggle, grow into real men, and build a life we were born to lead. I hope my video is making impact out there. Let's talk about something deep today. That feeling right after you masturbate, the guilt, the shame, the why did I do this again moment. You thought you were done. You promised yourself you wouldn't. Now you are sitting there feeling like trash. Let's unpack this. Let's be real about it. Why do you always feel guilty after masturbating? And more importantly, how do you stop carrying that guilt around? The first reason, you are going against your own standard. Here is the truth. Guilt hits the hardest when you break a promise to yourself. You've probably told yourself, I'm done with this. I won't do it again. I'm stronger than this now. But when you fall back into it, you are not just you are not just doing the act, you are breaking your own word, and that cuts deep. Because deep down, you know you were meant for more. Every time you go back, it feels like you are letting your future self down. That guilt is a sign that you care. But if you don't handle it right, it can crush you. The second reason is that shame is not the same as accountability. Here is where most guys, me specifically, mess up. They confuse shame, or we confuse shame with accountability. Shame says, I'm disgusting. Shame says, I'm weak. Shame says, I will never change. But accountability says, you messed up. Now get back up. One keeps you stuck, and other pushes you forward. If every time you relapse, you start hating yourself, you are not just healing, you are just punishing yourself. You don't break addiction by beating yourself up. You break it by getting stronger, one decision at a time. The third point is guilt keeps you in the cycle. This is real. I've been there before. Sometimes guilt becomes the very fuel of addiction. You feel guilty, so you isolate. You isolate, so you feel worse. You feel worse, so you seek comfort. And for most guys, that comfort becomes porn and masturbation again. So the cycle will be like guilt, escape, relapse, and more guilt. That's not just a habit, that is a trap. And you can't break it by saying, I won't do it again. You've got to break the cycle by facing that guilt without running from it. Let me give you the fourth point. You've linked your worth to your struggle. You've linked your importance to the way you are struggling. Let me speak to your heart for a second time. You are not your addiction. If I don't know if you get me, you are not your addiction. Read that again. You are not how many days you've been clean. You are not your last mistake. You are not your relapse. Your worth is not tied to your past. It is tied to your decision to grow. You might have failed yesterday, but if you decide today to rise again, you are already winning. Real strength isn't in perfection. It is showing up even when you're falling. Let me give you the last point, and it's very important. Healing starts with grace, then discipline. I don't know if it gets me. Healing starts with grace, then discipline. Here's how you move forward. Start with grace. Forgive yourself. Because if you don't forgive yourself, you can't move forward. Then two, add discipline. Build a system. Build a system around you that in any moment that you want to relapse, that system will push you from that relapse. Then stay consistent. Keep showing up. The plans that you've planned, the routine that you've built, make sure you keep showing up. If it is gymming, working out, reading, keep showing up every day. You need all three. So grace, discipline, consistency. You need all of these three things to be able to stop masturbating. Grace without discipline is excuses, because you forgive yourself today and you don't become disciplined. Every time, oh, I'm going somewhere, that's why I couldn't do this. Discipline without grace is a burnout, because you've not forgiven yourself, but you're trying to push harder. You are just burning out. Consistency without both is impossible. If you are consistent and you are not disciplined and if you're not forgiving yourself, it is impossible. So forgive yourself, then plan better, then keep going. This is a journey, King. You are not behind. You are learning. You are growing. You are evolving. So yeah, that guilt you feel after masturbating, yeah, it is real, but it doesn't have to define you. Use it as a mirror, not a prison. Look at what it's trying to tell you: that you were made for more, that you were meant to be stronger, that there is a warrior inside you that is just waiting to break out. So drop 100% in the comments if you've ever felt that guilt and you are ready to break the cycle for real. This is From Edge to Empire. We don't stay stuck. We rise, we fight, we build peace, power, and purpose. Catch you in the next one, King. Thank you very much.